his style.
My people, I greet you and a happy Wednesday again. As usual, I only say we know the quick start. I will put this one as my own blame when I know say we dey do Ramadan now and the thing as they be now. I will need to arrange myself immediately because today now like a minute after 8. Now we need to break, So I just say make I quickly put something for belly as it dey hot. So make una pardon now and make una pardon me and know as it be. My people, good morning for people who are there for morning, afternoon for people who are there afternoon, and good evening for people who are there for evening. But for the good night, to make you never sleep, make you still join us, make we do small about Jplive. Today, another wonderful episode again. I want to begin to thank you for all the time, all the take, till they listen to us, till they do say, yes, Jplive need to be alive. So, however, we still need to see the let you know constantly that we still need our support. And as you need to know, with the real talk recently now, about the politics in Nigeria. It is very, very important because we are involved. According to the book where Ojukwu read that time, why I'm involved. So this one too, we are all involved and we have a role to play, irrespective of where we find ourselves. Now the same thing I carry us come this evening again, we can talk about some of the petty things where they happen for Nigeria now and how it really affect the society and the system, on its own. So my people, without talking too much, I want to let you know, say, not be only me this studio today. I deal with my dude. He just returned back and he get many packages where he don't arrange. But however, make I just talk small about him first. Senior SAA is back to the studio all the way from Edo State of Nigeria. So let's welcome Senior SAA.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Senior Osina. My name is Oseye Lucky.
Alias. It's not an alias. It's an appellation.
Oh, okay. Okay, Senior Oseye.
Yeah.
It's good to be here again. I missed you all, and as we come, so today, many story day, and we turn that Gidigba. So here we are. JP, thank you for having me again today.
You're welcome. Where you from?
My phone day here.
Make you begin the say at least we must tell people say we do.
Okay.
That. You understand? Yeah. We must tell people say we are on board. And I beg if you want to reach out to us, make una call 327-237-8174. Now WhatsApp is still there. But if you want to call from outside Italy, you go at 0039 to the 327-237-8174. Make una beg, make una dey like, una dey subscribe. We there for YouTube too. We there for Facebook. Jplive, make una dey subscribe. Do the needful. Make we dey get more people. Make we dey get more followership because we need them. Although we not do the take and the sing, and actually our concern is not because say we get one particular thing where we dey expect in terms of cash. But if you come our way, we not go hesitate. But meanwhile, we are still growing. We dey grow and we dey see the level where we dey grow to. If we begin to unveil some of the things where they happen for background, and I will not say yes, Jplive has actually come to stay. So make a quick enter the area where I say I want to enter and make we tell our engineer, make him go market, immediately come back, then we will go. Today actually what you want to talk about is just like JP Crew gist. Senior Oseye is here, Chief Priest day house, he go synchronize, and we have Uncle Teddy, he still in Nigeria, never come. And then they give us this kind of feedback, the authentic gist, or the real matter the way it's supposed to be, because they are on ground to see exactly what happened. That's why Senior Oseye this studio today, make him come, if we ask him some of these pertinent questions, especially the way they affect our election so far, that is post-election, you will see a lot of things though, because I see most of the things will happen for Edo State. So make we go market, go see what we will see. But as soon as we come back, we go straight to the matter where day to day, where we need to discuss. I beg, make una join us. Tell your friend. Tell friends of friends. A friend of a friend is a friend. Make we from there begin to grow. We don't get any particular target where we get in terms of followership across the globe. Anywhere on a day, on a like Jplive, only say it's a surprise. Say we not discuss people negatively. But we try to educate, we try to inform, and we try to explain situations the way it be empirically. That is why it be like say the matter is slow. But we won't go into those aspects where we say our conscience self not even buy into, then we will do it for the purpose of having followership. I think we are not going to do that. But however, this one where we did so, we are on a good trajectory, and we look forward to the days ahead where Jplive will become a darling, excellently to the people where they follow us, and to others too will come here about. Some of them will regret. Will say, like say enough, I don't start to the follow now, because everything is like free now. But I beg, this one not be to bother una, but they just remind you and say we need una cooperation. Make una join us, and we are on Jplive. Make a quickly remind you again once more, who don't forget, or if a new member you be, that I am just sincerely Irreduce JP. So, engineer.
Cooperation.
That's the classic act of
okay.
Oh, go market, come back. Yeah.
Are you looking for a professional sound equipment? Do you desire durable accessories? Are you looking for a professional audio and visual studio? Then worry no more. At Mega Point, we have in stock professional and durable speakers, piano, microphones, combos, electric and bass guitars, mixer, drums, percussions and accessories. We also offer the best in musical video production, event coverage, photography and many more. Locate us now at Mega Point Conglomerate via Stradella 229 and 2318 Torino, Italy. Call us on +390 1120 3422. Email us on megapointtv@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.megapointtv.com.
My people, we are back again as I talked before, and I want to thank you now for the time I take the one listening to us this evening. Senior Seye, you are welcome to Jplive.
Thank you.
So how has been your stay in Nigeria?
Very, very, very interesting and eventful. But we thank God for
the
strength.
security situation, how it be? You know, say they make us there apprehensive for this side, based on what we hear every day.
As it be now, the security matter don't reduce drastically. That fear, not so much there again, but you never just finish. But I will see the year 1 or 2 stories. But you not be as it be before when be saying an everyday thing.
Yeah.
But now you hear story once in a month, you know, here and there. But I don't know why, you know, before the election and after the election, the whole thing don't like die down.
Yeah.
So if you continue like this, maybe in the next few months, the security issues will be things of the past.
Come make them? What come make them say the thing can reduce? Because you know that you know scientifically, you know, crime you cannot eradicate it, but you can you can improve on it to make sure say the thing not rampant, not plenty. So what in there that the people they change from their ways, or the government they put serious effort in tackling, you know, the insecurity. Which area are you from?
From the area, judging from the area when I circulate, because like in my state now, now I go fit talk, because if I go like Abuja now,
yeah,
you know, majority of us they fly, or if they go Lagos, so you know if we know how the situation for road be. But for like those states,
yeah,
no houses where you go put head when you know we see security checkpoint at every pole.
Yeah.
Like on Agbo Road now, for instance, Auchi Road, Edo State government in collaboration with the Nigerian Army don't get military camps.
For
not just
areas.
yeah, not just roadblocks. They have camps, you know. You go enter one small bush, you will see the whole area is cleared, and you know, camp, all those camp
they're just there inside.
They're just there inside with, you know, battle ready and all that. So I think
that
we
one appreciate our soldiers, our military men.
Yes.
Some appreciate them for that.
Some road, you know, we even see police now, army all through. Like every pole, you will see checkpoint. So it would be difficult for any criminal to succeed in that kind of situation.
So those are our bushes where they there, you know, where they say that you know, these criminals, they get camp for them. I just say with the presence of the military now, they don't clear them, don't expand them further.
And those state government don't empower these our local vigilante. You know, these we have this those state security network. Those state government don't empower them, you know, with pump action guns, resources. So they are everywhere. If you are going now, you see military checkpoint here. Then if you go further a bit, you will see vigilante on. If you go further, you will see military on.
And they are active.
They are active, they are well armed, they, you know, so
there is same message to the criminals, say, you know, those states not be safe haven again for them. So if they come, they will collect. So let us appreciate them actually.
So somehow they still they manage to dodge in to do one or two of
but of
their
course,
things.
that is true. You know, if you just
it's not like
even civilized crime like here for American everywhere else, people still the crime still day. But however, what we're talking about is that let us see some you know, improvement where we say if we take, you know,
Army try well.
Yes, encourage our people. So this reason we say, my brothers, my people were there for the diaspora actually. We don't say with the fear, because after we don't work hard here, we want to go back and go see your family. And this kind of bad thing they happen for Nigeria or for your state where you go the fear. But meanwhile, with the work we're there on ground, according to Senior Secretary, which of course I have to believe in because of one or two reasons and in responsibility or his position too. I'm very sure everything they talk so is very correct. And going forward, go has ask information and see how situation be, so that when you go back home, you will be comfortably, you know, comfortable staying with your family as long as you want, and you'll come back again well and alive to come start your hustling here again. So let's give it a try.
And there's always a security briefing too. You know, the DSS, they have their portal where you can go and read some information that if you come from abroad, you know, don't dress so glamorously, flashy, don't be flashy. You know, just dress
yourself,
yes, don't be dressed in a way that you can mix with people and without people sampling you out. Say, okay, on Adare, you know, this one just come. Then if you see motor, they follow you, one motor, they follow you for a distance, try to divert, you know. If the person follow you, call the police, and the numbers are there for you to call. So all these things are in place.
Seriously, get our Mr. Agbe Ameze Chrissy Mafidon where just they hear my hair. Bros, thank you very much. You know, say I want get pattern. I can't discover say this Jplive. I need to get one kind of pattern where it will remain just like that. It will be the identity. It will be the, what do they call that thing? It will be the, how to call identity, how to call
call anything you like now. I'll continue with your mind.
You can't be the image. You can't be the logo. You understand? So thank you, bro. You don't talk 2 times now. I know say you don't draw my attention, make up for no. Myself now they happy and people they jealous. How far? The Lord is your Baba.
For the
Lord is your Baba.
Carry your own, I carry my own.
The Lord is your Baba.
Yes.
You shall not want
I'm good.
So, however, so senior say, that's one information when you give, so it's very vital. You know, if forget the fact, not be that one we actually want to discover. Seeing you today, and they say, no, Kaweze, or even Odinier. Now that you are there and you are saying things, for you to feel they go and come back and you are conveniently doing that, now we say, if myself still go, another person still go where they careful to those kind bad things.
When you travel now, you know, with your people, then they show you say, this place before, person not the pass ammo. This place before, person not the pass ammo. You know, now you the here now.
So we have to give kudos to the government too. So for their effort, and we know say, you know, it will improve. It will improve.
You know, say people know they always see the good things when governments they do.
So because of that responsibility, we need more. Even our parents those days. Now we consider the same too. We go say you want buy you clothes, you can buy local for you. You go the vest, but you don't do, you know, they don't do their best. But we go they want more because our wants are insatiable. But now we not still be for government. We want many things from them because we feel saying that their responsibility to do that. But however, will they complement their efforts too, especially this kind of area of crime? If you notice some kind of bad things when they happen for your area, what do you go do? You go pick, you go call that, because if they want to do policing, not be the only police they feel police now. You know?
No, you know, not be only police. If you call Edo State Security Network, then go show. If you call police, then go show. If you call army, then go show. The whole thing don't they improve. We just hope that the incoming administration go consolidate on waiting day ground so that all these wahala will be things of the past.
Of the past, yes. We're looking forward to that actually, and election don't finish for Nigeria. So
one don't finish. Election.
You know what I mean? The election so far for the one where we get this March on and February on, they conclude, and we get one for April 15th, I think, where they want to do the ones where remain. Then after that, now to do the swearing in Abi,
yes,
now remain. So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't say every time election they always do for those state now and next year for the gubernatorial. But that one don't finish now, and the people where they aggrieved, offended, and they caught. So what's your take on that? You know, so why be say for our own politics? We must go to court. Wahala must come. Nobody they lose free. Nobody they lose. Say actually lose. Who himself go even they think say he's supposed to win far, that the other one not supposed to get at all. So what's your take on this?
I think it has to do with desperation. But we always hear for these politicians now say, I'm not desperate, I'm not desperate. You're not desperate, and yet if you lose election, you know they won't agree. If we begin, see, it's very deep. If we start taking this election, public office thing as an opportunity to serve. I want to be president. I want to go and serve. Yeah. I don't see why it will be a matter of life and death. Not until we know the full meaning of leadership, I don't think all these things will go away. Because this involvement of court in our elections, and Nigerians have to find a way to eradicate it. Otherwise, Nigeria's democracy is heading towards...
Yeah, but the point is that anybody where they aggrieved actually, because if you say some kind of discrepancies there for the election where they conduct, and the participants to do ojoro, they get right to take secret dress or approach the court.
Bros, let's mentally travel to the United States of America, for instance.
Yeah.
The election between Trump and Hillary Clinton, the Democrat believe, say, Russia interfere in that election.
Yeah.
But Hillary and Democrat, they don't go court now. They take him as NCM, believing that 4 years is around the corner.
Yeah.
Even 4 years later, when Donald Trump believes, say, the Democrat ring him out of the, they like to use the word ringing. But Donald Trump believes, say, why you did that election? Even with the destruction of the Capitol Hills and all the rest, he didn't go to court.
Yeah, but
a lot of you will begin to see things in that light.
Yeah.
Wahala go there. Okay, as you talk, we both do election. I believe, say, you cheat me out of the election.
Yeah.
Then this matter now Biola die put. Now his wife die put. So many Nigerians were exiled that time. So, guy, I think we have to start thinking, differently.
Yeah,
that this thing is a call to serve.
Yeah,
if I don't win election and my own to be governor, I want to come and serve you. If your people don't vote for me,
Yeah, but the point is that our people don't see them saying that to serve. They see them as an opportunity to enter that strata of life where we say things will begin improve for you, things will begin better for you. That is what I'm saying.
That they mispriority when you did be that.
Yeah, they don't look up as if say they want to go serve. They look up as an opportunity to catapult themselves to stardom, to prosperity. So if anybody they think like that, if you want to deprive them from them, they look at from that ordinary point of view. If they look at so they take a better part of his or her life away from him and the other way for him to take enjoy. How do you see this?
That is why we have to be re-educated, because the education when we get now is just like my pastor will say then that we need to be, some of us need to be born again. The education when we get now about leadership, politics, election, now wrong one.
Yeah.
So we need to be re-educated to know why, if you are going into politics, you know why you are going into politics.
Yeah.
If you are, and it still involve why, or it still include why people, they sell their houses, sell their cars, use their life savings to pump into an election because they believe, like as you talked just now, well, if I win, my generations yet unborn don't settle. It done better. But we are all here in the West. We know, lawyer, when you go do president, if you do president finish, you go back to in chambers.
Yeah, God did that, yes.
So, engineer, when you do governor, if you don't finish your tenure, you will go back to your office. But Nigeria, now you will see professional politicians when for the past 35 years, the politics being business.
Yeah.
So why they not go die put? So all these court matter, my brother, not until we find a way to remove the judiciary from our electoral system, that democracy no go get peace.
Yeah, when you say remove, to take remove them for waiting, but
make we not dey go court again.
Yeah, but they certainly must go. That area I want to look at, because if you look at the political dynamics of our country, you dey see say people they see reasons to take go court. Then they see them for face. Say this person they cheat me, they muscle me either with talks, either with inducement, all the things that are contrary to the constitution. Then they use them against the opponent. Some they use their own position of authority to do them. So at the end of the day, that kind of person go feel say the only way you go fit take, proving point, because some people they don't like that attitude of saying you just beat them all through. You know, can get power where if you take talk. You approach the court. What do you think?
Then we have to go back to the board and start to reconnect the dots. That is the only thing. Like as I said just now, maybe we need a different orientation about what politics and leadership is all about, because as it is now, it's BS.
It's horrible.
Very, very horrible.
Yeah, so seniors, this one takes us to this our conversation today. The election, you see, and the doctor, story, now you will give up because your eyes see them. How you go fit to assess them, irrespective of your own, political, leaning. How you take see them, how the election take go for your face. Was it something interesting or something that we have to improve on, or it was a total charade? How you take see them? You have to be, holistically,
Holistically, from my point of view and my opinion, I think we still have a long way to go. We still have a lot to learn. Not be say the election, no, it favors some people, it not favor some people. So the people when you favor will tell you, say, well, it's okay. But one thing when I don't like about Nigeria politics be say, there is this phrase when they always use say, na so it be, na so we dey do am. So if na so it be, na so we dey do am. Even the elections of 1979, it better pass the elections when we dey do today.
Okay.
Because if we go back on memory lane, you see that the elections of 1979, 1983, and all the rest, there were some degree of decency and.
I think at that time people don't actually, they greedy. Not actually, because they see governance as an opportunity to help
serve
the society, to serve. But under the circumstance now, because let me give you a typical example. You go to your community where you see somebody want to put into office, and they stay with a father before. Then this 4 years period or whatever, where we fit take there, if they come, it don't they stupendously rich. And looking at how much they take home at the end of the month, if you reach and take do one bungalow or duplex, people will, if you talk about that, they will want to let you know, say, okay, you'll be enemy of progress. You don't want to make it big progress before. But where did you get your money from? So this one, they animate people's interest to take, they say, okay, this is where it's happening, make I go there. So when you deprive president people of such, then the next thing is to say, okay, let me...
to put it in a very short form, those guys then in the 80s and maybe probably, but let's just say 80s, they were less desperate. And they knew what leadership was all about to the people. But now it's all about desperation and an opportunity to enrich oneself. That is why, in my own opinion, we are not moving forward as far as elections in Nigeria is concerned, or the elections in Nigeria are concerned. We are going backward, brother. So if you say, make I holistically tell you what I see for this election, but in the area of violence, I think I will give Nigerians kudos. And in the area of understanding, the ordinary Nigerian man and woman on the street, I think that's cool too. But the electoral process itself, now there I see say command.
Yeah, okay. Looking at the Wala way day, and we get security agencies where they charge to take responsibility or to handle situations. What will be their effort in your own observation? Was it successful? Did they actually discharge their duty, the way it ought to be? Because if people, when there's the presence of government in a place, you're supposed to, just like here now, if police did that junction or maybe there's a scene, it gets us everybody will maintain. Because say these people now authority be, and it will dispense in duty adequately. So by the time we if we can service these security agencies, they go the lackluster attitude where they go show, we even give room for the other person to take the do what they want to do. So what's your
for the election when it passed, so for as far as I saw, the security agencies not so much get work to do. Yeah. Because like I said just now, the Nigerian electorate, to some extent, we don't mature. Yeah. So, and what in they make security agencies, they get work before. Now, ringing election, carry ballot box, and all these things, carry and run. And all these things not there again. So, it's impossible now for somebody to use another person card, name, come vote, or use they will catch them. So, all those security risk, they very, very minimal for the election when it passed. So, so that one make the security agencies, the security agencies I saw.
But now this one people can't cry pass. Now this election people can't cry pass. Now in modern age, because of technological advancement where we don't get now make people they aware. People were very conscious. People were very active. There was this awareness across board.
But say this like this phone when would they use so like when iPhone they do iPhone say if they thief your phone nobody else go feel open up. My brother then they open up for Nigeria. So it's like that, like these beavers when everybody put hope say with beavers there will be no manipulation, nothing will go wrong. But at the end of the day, why people come they make so much noise now, they say upon the money when our government used to buy these equipment, upon the assurances from INEC, say because of these equipments, it's going to be free and fair. But at the end of the day, people still felt cheated. Because their concentration, we say INEC say, okay, they go use beavers, transmit results. And at the end of the day, they're not doing like that. Now, manual transmission, as we see them for the past 20 years now, it's constantly happen. So for that, they make people vex. Say they do that thing purposely so that they will feel alter the result. So the annoyance when people get, not be waiting happen for polling centers.
Okay.
So now the annoyance say INEC no use the equipment.
What did they talk?
What did they talk? They not do them. So if you see them, nobody. If, I don't know whether you hear but from me, nobody here say for polling booth. Now so they call the fight. Now so they call the kill person or so. Now so they main person.
Small things.
You feel here that because, like as you said before, crime you cannot entirely say not day again. So there must still be some people when it gets concerned. When you go come polling booth, come they fool themselves. But the anger not be because say they ring election for polling booth. The anger not be because say somebody can't thief ballot box run. The anger not be because of police brutality in polling centers. But the anger be say why INEC not do what they promise.
What did they promise? And they say glitches, technical errors, whatever.
No, but you can, definitely you can't write that off because like the village close to my village, na bush, you go enter. Now me go carry the electoral officers from that village to my own village, but they not feel upload the result for that village because there was no network. So they have to come to the village. My village, for instance, and it still take them like 30-45 minutes before they were able. So, but to some extent, JP, the beavers try for this election. Now, just because INEC not so perfectly do waiting they promise, because like in the olden days, when I go carry those INEC officers from that remote village to my village, now me and only them now they inside the motor. No party agents.
You will fit manipulate.
No party agents. If now before, now to just stop there, we will load that ballot box. But now you don't feel load them because the pictures, everything they the beavers.
Yes, you cannot do that.
You cannot do that. So if the result is more than what the beavers captured, then they will consider them as overvoting. They will cancel that center.
Of course.
So not be say the beavers will not try, but
You get as it be.
You get as it be how the whole thing can turn out.
Yeah, but however, senior say, what is the important part say the election don't come now and people with their grief then go court. Let's hope that next time they will feel improved. And Nigeria too, a learning process now with this beavers now for the first time when we don't use them for national, election like this. Let's hope that.
No, was it the first time? That time what they do for was it Oshun and Ekiti?
No, national.
Okay, national.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, let us look forward to better days now for our country in terms of election. So let's go to the conversation actually where we need to really look into. You know, so many things don't happen politically for Edo State, for Nigeria, and we were there for the diaspora. Now, just the topic of the day is they born, and I did think where we say we all they talk about because actually we need improvement. We need Nigeria, make it stand on her legs, make it not gonna be like say, the tripod where hold the country, it don't dilapidated or rickety. Because of that, all of us we they concerned, they put our effort to make sure say, the result where everybody desire, we get them. But so going forward, senior say, let us talk on this very issue, which is very topical right now. Now about the leaked audio video between Peter Obi and Bishop David Oyedepo, allegedly. Let us put it at that. And before we go, let me quickly read this so that I will put you up to speed, in terms of what we need to talk about. And our followers too, people where they look us from outside, so that now we understand exactly what will be the subject of this evening's conversation. And I would like to join us by calling 327-237-8174, or you go ask 003 Nigeria because we're reaching you people from Italy. The point is that the social and mainstream media were agog with a leaked, or still agog with a leaked video credited to Mr. Peter Obi and Bishop David Oyedepo. Since it got out, we have had different opinions about it. Bishop Oyedepo during church service said that he has never campaigned for anybody, etc. Mr. Peter Obi spokesperson have acknowledged the audio but said it was doctored or misconstrued. So the question is, Senior Sayen, who to blame and what kind of damage are the perpetrators expecting to cause? And that is why you deal with me for this evening. So what are you saying? What do you see out of it? Before we go into the main question too.
I really don't know what the people that went into the archives to dig up this audio. I don't know what their end game is. But morally speaking, all of us, they get what we discuss privately. Yeah. And it's unfortunate that they choose this very time to bring this Mr. Obi and Pastor Oyedepo's video to the audio, to the knowledge of the general public. But again, it's tough. It's tough because it is expected that some people who are not directly involved will want to defend their principle. But so far, Mr. Oyedepo or Pastor Oyedepo spoke about this thing, but he did not deny that that was not his voice or he was not the one speaking. He did not deny. He only just, cleverly, defended himself. And Peter Obi's spokesperson came out to say, okay, yeah, it's our principle, but the video was doctored. Who is the doctor when he doctored the video? So sometimes when you are a public figure, when some things like this just happen, just come out and own to whether you say whether you not talk. So I don't see any reason why any of them choose to follow the path of is doctored or some are dodgy or so whatever. It doesn't. Because actually,
the people, let us assume, say this thing actually happened. These people, what will be the end result of what they do? What will be the purpose? What they want to sell to the people? Let us look at this. This is my junior brother, Dr. Bright Onyobokuko, say, how can they come to sell when almost all the funds for the campaign is coming from the contestant? They are targeting how to recoup what they spend. This is very correct. Now, one of those things with that senior say, and Dr. Bright, thank you very much. They spend money, recklessly.
Who is Bright talking to?
They talk
to
about
INEC?
No, the politicians too, actually.
No, maybe I missed.
See, engineer, can you please bring it back? How can they come to save when almost all the funds for the campaign is coming from the contestant? They are targeting how to recoup what they spent.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
That is what we what we talked before.
Yeah.
So and you need to see the extent when these guys, and where did they see all this money? I don't know.
Yeah, they stash them.
I don't know
they
where
keep
these guys,
because they are in the mainstream politics, and what they do all the time is to gather this money. When they gather and they prepare every 4 years, it's a circle. Every 4 years is a circle. They're preparing for it vigorously to make sure that they retain power and they remain. That's the only thing that they know how to do.
But when these guys go, they dole out Ghana must go. You think say this money be the thing when people they struggle to get. But again.
But you must know that money now your own and my own. And every other person is where they look us. And the entire Nigerians. So but they use them at will the way they like, with impunity, rascality, and they will flaunt them for your face as if say, you are
a failure. Like say, you and your papa don't know how to struggle, and don't know how to make money and all that.
But meanwhile, let me borrow from Professor P.L.O. Lumumba. He said we are co-authors of our own misfortune. If you look at the electorate too, we are involved somehow. That when somebody would look at the depth of people's pocket, rather than looking at what they can provide, competency, ideology, and etc.
If you see within they happen during electionary campaigns, you go blame these politicians. When election they come like this, some people they plan say their house when you don't leak.
Yeah.
The roof of their house when you don't leak for the past 3 years. Now they want roof them. Some day when their car engine knock,
yes,
say okay, now this election time, now you want buy engine put. These people are just cheap. I'm sorry to say, with due respect to all Nigerians, the Nigerian electorates are just too cheap. Some of the candidates tell me, say, hey, after I don't do all this one, why would they come to me for anything?
Yeah, that's
because the way when we sell ourselves, the way when we sell our conscience, the way when we sell the future of our children, not even our own now. For you cannot imagine like somebody.
But this our period has been our own. This our time has been bastardized.
Somebody will travel. Somebody will travel from a village to come do meeting for town. Because of 2,000 naira. Make I make some example.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we have time.
No, you are very free.
There is this corn.
But you must remember that we have.
Yes. Yeah. There is this corn they brought to my ward. They brought corn. They brought wheat, oka, and oka. This corn, like dried corn, when they don't use chemical, it will even let you plant.
Yeah.
Then they brought wheat and gari, white gari. Now they can't give. They say they bring Atiku brought something.
Yeah.
So when they bring the things, now this rubbish, now they bring. Now say now so what did they want? Make we use gari do. What did they want? Make we use corn do. What did they want? Make we use wheat do.
Yeah.
I say make them return them.
Because return you.
Yes. So return these things to the people when you give you now. But the people say, "Oh God, relax now." So we they do them. All right. So election they come, they buy wrapper of 2,500 naira.
Yes.
Come they dash people, and if you don't reach people turn, if you don't reach their hand, they will say they know they come vote. Wrapper 2,500.
That is another way of inducement. But who are you?
They to see us finish.
Who are you to blame?
Not the people.
Who are you to blame?
Not the people.
Why you want to blame the people?
And
the government
people.
Actually they are not adequate.
We are not talking about government now. We are talking about candidates.
Candidates, yeah. But no, what I'm saying that let us look at it. Let's take 2 steps back. Make we do the candidates eventually they become government officials. And as at that time when these candidates still there, to people don't do government too. But those people too are not satisfying the interests of the people. So by so doing, they already know. They already know what thing that they do. So if these people begin to punish them or reduce them in terms of the basic things, like some people now, if they want to do road, they will leave until they become issue where they'll take campaign for the next one. So they have to manage the situation.
Now the thing when the people want, might be that. Like I said just now, you imagine a situation where somebody will say, go come off for house, go vote because rapper not reach in hand.
Yeah.
Because this, don't forget that these leaders we have now, they were followers yesterday.
Of course.
Now from the followership, now we they elect or appoint leaders into leaders. So they know. One thing, like I said just now, when they always do their mouth, they say, that's so we they do.
And it has to remain.
It has to remain. Don't want to revolutionize. They don't want you to come and bring in innovative ideas. They don't want you to come and play a 21st century politics. They want to remain the way where they are. They want to say, okay, if we not collect the little we can collect now, we're not going to see these guys again in the next 4 years.
And the
candidates know, yes, now they know that, okay, let us, if I don't give them what they want now, they will not vote for me. That position will not go enter. So, make I catch them Mugu now. In 4 years' time, they are still whom they are. We will still come and catch them Mugu again. And that is the status quo.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. And I feel, say, this is the right time where we say, many people, you know, where get the opportunity of you to speak out. Some of our people too, you know, they are short-sighted. They don't see beyond their noses. They don't see far to take know what thing will actually happen. They don't know how to project themselves. And it's quite unfortunate that at the level of illiteracy too is one of the, you know, the factors where they cause this whole thing. But they need a continuous sensitization where they will take the note, till they, you know, regenerate themselves to know that what they do so not supposed to be. And if we don't get that one, I don't think there's going to be any way, you know, any way forward.
But when we talk of illiteracy, if you cast your mind back, let's go back to like the 12th century, the 14th century, the 15th century. People were not educated, you know, like what we call education today.
Yeah, but
if you look at their lifestyle, if you look at the way they ruled themselves, if you look at the way they conducted themselves, you know, it's admirable.
Yeah.
But what thing we bring with all our PhDs today?
Sometimes not the education where you go to learn for school. Social consciousness, social awareness. Some people are disconnected from that social aspect of life where they give you this day-to-day understanding of how things function. If you did here, and they see what they call civic education. Like now I'm an educator, civic education day where you will teach the people where newly come, the new, you know, Nigerians or immigrants, where they will come into the country, they will tell you, say, make you go so and so school, make you go to learn. And one of the things that they teach them,
they do and they don't.
Yes, one of the things where they learn is civic, you know, education. They will tell you about the society, how it functions.
According to fella, JP, according to fella, animal no fit teach us human right.
Yes.
The people, when it's supposed to teach these people, they themselves don't know anything. Fine. I'm not saying that all the diasporans are, you know, they are up there.
Yeah.
But at least to some extent, some of us have seen civilization. Some of us has lived in a society where the system works.
Yeah.
Okay, so but that is why anytime I'm at home, I tell people, not until we marry the diasporans and the locals together, there is no way Nigeria can move forward, because some of these guys, they
are limited.
Yeah.
They are limited because they only see, you know,
no platform for comparison.
No comparison.
Yes.
You cannot juxtapose anything. Say, okay, this one and this one, make you look and make you weigh them. So I know that's one of the problems. Like the people too, where they get this opportunity, take go save where they come from, the diaspora. I haven't gathered enough experience. Why be say if they go back again, they will be immersed in that same redundant kind of policies where now will fit improve the society.
Because the circumstances go overwhelm you, except you get additional strength. You know, will feel whether that storm. For instance, if make I mention name, you know, for Jplive, we will not mention name.
Yes,
somebody like
you are not
no, somebody like
discredit people.
No, somebody like Chief Billy Osawaru now, for instance, who has lived almost all his life in America.
Yeah.
Like as I talked just now, he's been in a system in a country where everything, you know, functions appropriately and all that.
Yeah.
But one would expect that if such person come out say in one contest, people supposed to line up, say, okay, make this guy come help us do this and that, make we elect him. But you will see one old man from village, when he never come town for the past 2 years, but because now ward chairman, he will say no.
So
you
they could not
say,
come.
you know, that, so you say, man, you say it's not his turn yet. So we are not good. Once he don't talk him, he don't talk him. If he don't talk him, governor not free come from city, except then go beg him or then go persuade them with one incentive or the other. Now the system be that. Not be say people be not ready.
Yeah.
You can imagine a situation where you come, then all those boys, when they don't even go primary school, they don't even put food for their table, but because they did there for the past 20 years, and we hold this place, they will say no, already or that you can't go. Yeah, they don't talk. So that zeal when you take home, they go knock out for your body.
They'll kill it.
They will kill it. Not the thing when they happen be that. So like. But you need to get extra strength to be able to survive the political atmosphere for Nigeria, because these guys on ground, they are so limited, they are so wicked, they are so archaic in their reasoning that now you can't look like fool.
Let us say some of them, because I'm very sure that not be all of
them.
Oh
yeah, some of them. Yes. Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, some of them. And maybe some of them, what would they talk about? Now they found the bulk of the people where actually they take decisions for the country or for the state. So senior say, we don't still digress a little bit out of our own original conversation this evening. Like as I talked before, this leaked video, purportedly, allegedly, or as the case may be, because sometimes too we know they get that courage to call a spade, especially because of looking at it from the angle of the law. But if you see some kind of thing, naturally your common sense will tell you say this thing is so be, but scientifically it might not be like that. That is why we have to tread softly. But however, this audio where it come out, so okay, let's look at this. A hungry man has no choice, especially when they are being induced financially. Hunger in Nigeria. JP, you are welcome to Jplive, my brother. Yeah, that is part of it too. So, seniors, this is, a terrible situation that Lagos, if you look the election where happened for Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, Vivor and, Jandor, etc., it was laced with this ethnic coloration. So, at the end of the day, this kind of video can't come. Do you think that's the agenda of the Labour Party, or so to say, the person where they're in charge, that is the candidate of Labour Party? Was that the real agenda? Because this conversation, if actually happened, there's something to do with religion. So what do you think? Well, did these people were actually is it true saying that so it really be before? Because this one said, let's say, can corroborate within people for Lagos, for example, and other parts they talk. So you know, say
before we digress, to get the question when you first asked, say, waiting the people when you leak these,
of course,
waiting they want, why then do them?
Yeah,
then do them because they just want to. I don't want to say they want to ridicule Mr. Obi, but they want people to see the kind of person he is.
Excuse me, the ordinary people are not to be blamed. Our political leaders are to be blamed. Hence, they intentionally cause poverty on people. You are very correct. We don't have to talk this one.
Yeah, but where Mr. Arubonosen is wrong, we say the ordinary people, when we get yesterday, now they be leaders today.
Yes, okay.
Every ordinary.
Because they grow.
Yes, now, some of the ordinary person now, he could be senator tomorrow.
Yeah, but you know what the senior say? I think that most people, they fear poverty. When they don't do, the last, the level for life, and all of a sudden, they can't get the opportunity to go up there. For them to fall back to where they were before, they will do everything possible to retain it, everything possible to maintain that standard, everything possible to struggle for it at all costs when the opportunity comes again. So I think these are some of the reasons why they. If not, I not see any reason why somebody go just punish other people because he won't help himself. Because I see him as punishment.
Bruce, my father used to tell us those days that nobody can get at you except you open the door.
Yes.
When we talk of poverty, who is poor really?
Now, person will not get
when you not get what?
Will not get money now. Will not get the opportunity to
do
take,
what?
To take.
But beneath people say poor man. Now, person when you not get farm, you know no roads to farm. he no get house,
Yeah.
he no get wife, he no get children, he no get food. That one I be the poor person.
Yeah.
Okay, but before you see person when you fit into this category, they hard.
Yeah, but now before this one, because things that, those times when we talk about
those things, all those things when we they see, when they call poverty, my own opinion, like self-induced poverty. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Like for somebody now when in annual salary be 600,000 a month, okay, and the person go rent 3 bedrooms flat for 450,000 a year. No, in annual salary is 600,000.
Okay.
Then you go rent flat when you go to pay 450,000 per annum. So that person go say poverty day, and because of that, he will go to sell in vote and all the
extravagant.
Okay, now somebody when you be teacher, you dey drive Lexus Jeep.
You know your limit.
You know your limit. You know how much to buy tire.
Yes, and fuel.
To fuel Lexus Jeep, you know how much. So now the thing when they worry us for Nigeria, the Nigeria of today, now be that. Girl when be student when they 100 level, they use iPhone 13 Pro Max of like 600,000-700,000 naira.
My boyfriend buying.
They wear bone straight of 250.
That one, my boyfriend buying for her. Why?
So all this self-induced poverty. Now they worry if we really want to live within our scope. We not go they beg to chop. So, but when you don't go put your pikin, you when they get 100,000 naira a month, you get 3 children. All of them they private school. When you they pay 250 per term, how you want to survive? So poverty must knock on your door. You must open door for poverty. Yes, now poverty must sleep in your house. So if you say because of that, now you want to sell yourself, your future, your election, your vote, and all that, well, all left for you. But more will face Mr. Obi matter.
Yes.
But I think
go ahead. The 2 questions too. I want you to join the 2 together, make you answer them.
Which one?
Yeah, the first one that I asked you about.
Say waiting be the people want. Yeah. But like I said just now, I think the people just want the world to know that this man is not as innocent as he's making us believe. Because this thing go and verify matter. Many people, they want to show you, say, oh, but not be this, go and verify. This guy get all the when he do, when he make him not be who. Not be who he say he be, not be he be.
In your own opinion, is it true? In this video, in this audio, in your own, as in your own assessment as an individual, without any sentiment, you feel
without any sentiment, without this video.
Yeah.
I have never believed that Mr. Obi is that innocent.
Okay.
Because I carried out my own assessment, my own investigations
as an
individual, and I think I know this guy so well that it would be naive for everybody to take him on the face value. That is my own conclusion about him. So this video just like portrays this audio just like add to what I know.
Your feeling.
My feeling, what I know. So as of the religious coloration or the ethnic
like what happened for Lagos, we saw that ethnic coloration where it becloud the election.
What happened in Lagos? In fairness to our brothers and sisters from the east, due respect to them, make I withdraw that fairness. With due respect to them, men, what are they trying to do? Like what they try to do in Lagos, for instance. What did they try to do in Lagos? Can a Yoruba man do it in Enugu? Can an Edo man go to Owerri and do all those things they are doing? For crying out loud, we know it is one Nigeria.
Yeah, anybody fit stay. As far as we are in Nigeria, you can live anywhere and nobody fit deprive you from not voting.
Bros, we are not talking about voting. We are talking about coming to the land and attempting to take the land.
Yeah, but which strength the Igbos get to fit take the land? Which strength they get? They are still in the minority.
When you come to Lagos, for instance, but if you say Igbo minority for Lagos, because the population of the Igbos, yes, the population of the Igbos in Lagos, oh boy, they're plenty.
And
this same Asiwaju when they want crucified. So when Asiwaju was governor for the 8 years, he gave these people the opportunity to grow politically.
Yeah.
So all these gragra, when they happen for Lagos, so I think to some extent Asiwaju fought. Because I don't want to say a lot of things, but I think there is they have this tendency to always conquer wherever they step in. So it's there, it's inborn, it's part of our brothers from the east, it's part of them. But for Obi and his audio with the
yeah, so you are saying, you are saying from your own point of view that it's original, that is real.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so far you've listened to it.
Severally.
Yeah.
Severally. Some of us have this training that you don't just believe what you see. So before you say this thing is real, try it over and over. I have played that video, I have played that audio for like 50 times to see if there's any.
What they call deep fake. And
bros, all these are
technologically they explain and to us how
possible. If these guys, anybody is saying that audio was doctored, then make them bring the original. If the people that released that audio, they went as far as probably bribing the guys from telecommunications. But I'm not very sure
that they are going to do that, because you know that, first of all, it is very impossible for individuals to bring conversation of people. That privacy day, and I know that the laws in our country forbids it.
Pastor Oyedepo has not denied his involvement in that audio. He only came out to say, well, I was not campaigning. I have never campaigned for any political. You have never campaigned. The whole thing did there. Bros, they tell you, say, may you help and talk to the people in the talk, blah, blah. You are saying, okay, what is the dictionary definition of campaign?
Yeah, but the point is that
let me try to convince.
Let me take you, up to speed on the conversation, because I print and come out, and I get one particular place where you need to talk on. Is when that Bishop Oyedepo they talk. So allegedly, let me put it at that. I believe that, and I believe that, I did a release, Nigeria going forward. I am coming with the second one today. I wanted it out when they won't have any time to do damage control. But in the name of Jesus, this will be a success. You know what I said in today's own? A sickly nation like Nigeria will require a strong and healthy personality. I said anyone whose source of wealth could not be verified should not have access to governance. So all we are doing is appealing to the conscience of people to know where to go. But I want to assure you in the name of Jesus that the result will be favorable. Senior say, yeah. You release something when the people you are attacking will have no chance for damage control, and you say you are not campaigning. You are accusing Asiwaju that his source of income is cannot be proven. You said you are not campaigning. But the name not deal. So you know that. But if small pikin they cry, we know what happened. So, but actually, on my own part, if I have to, be very factual, irrespective of the facts, say, this evening, that's why I put and say this evening, Jplive crew gist, and we want our engineer make it bring up, comments so that they make this so that they can join us in this very interesting conversation. The point is that when Bishop David Oyedepo talks, say he never ever campaign and whatever he can talk about, etc., etc. But I want to disagree on that. I want to disagree because this very contest, if actually he said it, it's already enough to prove that he was campaigning and he was lenient to one particular person, to one particular candidate. And for him to say he do one release before, and that release to where they talk about for church. And if you are saying it in the church, invariably you are using your authority as the head of the church to send a message to the conscience of these people, make them toe the same line where they toe. And there's already a promise when you don't give to say, you go do another one again with the assurance that the message again will go further before there will be damage control. That is, it's already obvious that he already don't participate in the campaign. Unless otherwise they want to misinterpret it. 100%. You say the system 100%. Is the same. The NADECO members that claim to have retired the military in Nigeria police are the problem of Nigeria today. Until the system is changed and through restructuring embrace, nothing will change. JP. So the Nadeco too, and the Nadeco, Jagaban, Nadeco did before. You know, but they don't drive them.
I don't tell you just now.
Nadeco for America,
the slogan be saying I so we dey do am.
Yeah,
fine. Like Arubola said talk. Oh boy, this thing until we infuse the new breed. The new breed in Nigerian politics, they are as worse as their grandfather. The only way when they see, say Nigeria will feel move forward, now they infuse the experiences of the diasporans. I know that some of us can be corrupted, but if we no go join the system, that country will not.
Yes, let's quickly go to this now. Serious here, like what we read for here now, a sickly nation like Nigeria will require a strong and healthy personality. What do you think?
Who is the unhealthy person? That
from the let's look
from
at
the narrative.
Yes, the APC are the ones coming up with all these propagandas. Obi is whom he is. The Gandujes gathered the imams prior to the election and they advised the Muslims to vote for all Muslim ticket because it's jihad, and nobody said anything about it. Mr. Obi has refuted the tape. Julius.
No, Jay.
That's
Chief Priest. Jay, you are right. Normally, we will say, or I will say, I don't know why we are heating up this polity.
Yeah.
I don't know the reason.
Because actually, I don't see anything bad for inside.
No. But it's just
Hembon said nobody is innocent.
It's just that we are programmed to always react this way.
Yeah. I think we are fixated, or
it's a problem.
It's a diversion, Abi.
Yes, it's a problem.
A distraction. Sorry.
Normally, everybody they use waiting in get to campaign.
Yeah.
If that video was released and people like the press,
why
for instance,
now the election don't pass. Why they going to bring them
but
out?
the press, to some extent, I know they are doing their job, but the press in Nigeria now
they hype. Yeah, but in fairness to Mr. Peter Obi, I don't see what he talk way bad.
No,
I don't see what he talks way bad.
My own be say, as a leader.
Yes.
As a leader, you must have character.
Yes.
If what we are saying here, you don't say in private what you cannot defend in public. As that matter comes, so you will say, yes, I talk am. So what is the big deal? Am I not supposed to talk to my Christian brothers to vote for me? Yeah. Like Jay talk. Christians are being manipulated. Okay,
he says he's innocent. We recently voice have been. We are aware of this. We are aware, but make we not ascribe anything will happen now. If we want to speak in favor of somebody, say it's manipulated. Let's be, altruistic too. Sometimes when we are saying to look at it from both ends. I want to agree with him too. But however, we are still waiting to see.
I expected Mr. Okonkwo, the mouthpiece of Labour Party. One of the spokespersons. What is the big deal about this video? Even if they invite me to come and defend that audio, if not me be here, I know will go because there's no big deal. But if he don't go spend 45 minutes talking here and there, then they will call the other person.
That it was misconstrued.
Ordinarily, me and you not even supposed to hear this thing, or if we hear it on social media. But if we don't, they go Arise TV or they go channels, they defend something that is not supposed to. We are not supposed to.
Obi openly campaigned that nobody should vote him because he is a Christian. Igbo, better Nigerian. But actually he said all these things. But going forward, I am not of that school of thought. Say Obi, Mr. Peter Obi not get right to talk waiting in one talk. He get right, but decorum is expected. If Nain talk, and the only area where I look is that the way he show himself, he don't show himself say he's a political Puritan, and that's why many people, they link towards him in this, in this dispensation, in this situation.
That is the shock, and that is why this.
But if you can't talk that, if you can't talk, say, religious war, then apparently nobody when they talk, in the open, now you can't go talk for that kind of place because he has always refuted that this what thing they do, he want to serve Nigerians, no church or otherwise, and that in no one put himself for the side of those people where they use religion and ethnicity
take the win election,
whip the polity. So in that circumstance, if we come to this country saying now only talk, everybody will be taken aback, wondering what manner of man is Mr. Peter Obi. That is the only concern. Also, some people, they are taken aback, wondering why you can't talk this kind of thing when not be the way thing in public persona they depict. You don't understand, senior say. So the point is, but going forward, we are not against it if actually na in talker.
Just talk am, we go admit if na in talk am, because if na for like America.
They don't want carry anybody go court for this one.
No, if na for like America or Britain, for instance, wetin he talk for that audio not be problem.
Yeah.
But as he can't deny am, na that one they'll carry and go court for. And na that one na go make them script am of all the honors when you get.
If we have to look at this senior say here,
our challenge is that there is a high level of
this one. You say our challenge is that there's a high level of centeredness and people allowing the first to be used. I agree to that. Some of those coming from outside Nigeria to contest are out to make money. How? I really do not see the reason why the locals can influence them to do what they do not have in mind. Many of them who came from outside to serve have not done well enough to change the system. They got carried away too. That's exactly what I said before. Because the problem, what is responsible, to this whole thing is that when they come back, like what you said, the people no go give them that space to take, show waiting in get. They will still want it to remain the same, to maintain the status quo. If income can bring new values or want inject, new things into it, they go want begin fight them.
They go fight them with everything where they get.
So that
and how many people even did when you go come from the diaspora, when you go say, okay, you just come to do it, then go allow them into the system today? Not possible.
Yeah, not
you
possible.
have to wait.
That is why they got federalism.
That time you they wait. They go use and they tune your brain until you come pay for their frequency.
Let me ask you, senior, say this one. Because actually this conversation this evening are to fine-tune most of the conversations where we pick out from the leaked audio. You say, what I said in today's own? We are in the talk. In the talk for radio outside the church or inside the church, in the talk.
Now inside the church, it will be.
So if it's using that, in the name of who is he doing that? Mr. Sayer, if I may ask, which political party are you supporting? Hembong.
Hembong, don't worry. Tomorrow we go meet for Guy, please. So we discuss that, okay?
Yeah.
We
tell me where from the top this country, because this is the area where we actually they look at. No. Because he's supposed to know his way.
He have his own constituency. Yeah. That is the church. So if at all bishop want to exercise his authority, now the people when they on that ram, now you go talk to.
Yeah.
Apparently, you cannot go to Onikon Stadium to organize a crusade.
No.
To organize a campaign for any political party. So now when you go to church or call some sizable numbers of his members and say, okay, this is what I want you guys to do. Yeah. So when he talk that one, I sure say now
the congregation they talk to. Because even from the
conversation. And that congregation now, I think when Mr. Obi said he should talk to people in Kwara too, I think now it's still the same congregation in Kwara.
Yeah, so is that expected? That is what I'm saying. Is that actually expected of him at this point where we say the country is faced with a very high degree of ethnic and religious polarization? Is they ethical at this point in time if actually talking for this country they come out from a leader where get this kind high level of congregation?
Everybody is a political animal. Whether you are a reverend, you are a man, you are archbishop, there is this quantity of politics in you. So Oyedepo, Bishop Oyedepo, whether he's a bishop or an archbishop,
whatever. So please, he's a bishop. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, so he's no. I want to elevate and I say archbishop, whether he's a bishop or archbishop. I'm not saying what I said in a derogatory manner.
Okay. So
I don't. Normally, I don't do that. So he's a politician. Okay, one way or the other, we all have. We say, for instance, traditional rulers are not supposed to involve in partisan politics. But at the end of the day, then they vote.
Yeah, of course.
And they get candidate whether they vote for, So at the end of the day, I'm not whether Bishop want to openly campaign for Peter Obi or not, but is his right. To help Peter Obi to talk to his congregation, now right.
Yeah.
If you want to help Peter Obi talk to anybody, now he right to talk to anybody.
But he will come out open, say, see
that is
the
the thing when he did there, be say,
Yeah,
okay, even as this thing leak out, make everybody when they involved talk as, okay, yes, the video not true now.
What
But
you gonna do that
what
one?
you gonna do that one? It's not
Wetin
above. It's not above Bishop Oyedepo to campaign for anybody he want to campaign for.
Of course.
He's a Nigerian. It's his right to do whatever he want to do politically. Not because he's a bishop, then you say because he's a bishop he cannot vote or be voted for.
Yeah.
That is not in our constitution.
Yeah.
As he is now, you can still vote and be voted for. So that is the situation, my brother. Whatever they said, apart from the issue of religious war,
Yeah.
me, I frown at that one small because really it's not a war.
It's not a war.
But maybe it is his choice of words.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah,
Perhaps. But if that one, as it come out, so I think a lot of people will still look at that statement as something exciting. You know.
Yeah, okay. Let us quickly, because we not get time again. You know, the conversation is becoming interesting, but as we take on, we must still go to because we started late. I want to say something that Peter Obi, let us put it at that. Fantastic. I went to Kwara and visited Olofa of Ofa, who told me that nobody had ever come here with you, no problem. But the Christian community in Kwara and Niger, and I'm working in Kogi same way. So if you see, look at it, if this one is true too, yeah, let us see. Maybe this person wants to contribute. Let's see who he is. Let me try first. Hello? Hello? Yes, who is talking, please? You want to contribute to Jplive? Okay, hold on. Go ahead, we are listening. Amplify your voice, please, so that we can hear you.
I think that this issue is being overflowed.
Yeah.
This P2B and the voice tape and the rest of them. But I'm speaking now. Can't you hear me?
No, go ahead. We are listening to you. That one don't happen before. This one, go ahead. What's in that? Yeah, go ahead.
I said that this issue is being overflowed because what P2B said is not different from what other candidates said during this campaign. Some said grab power, wrong with it, and the rest of them. I think because Bishop Oyedepo has the right to campaign for anybody he wants to campaign for. And Bishop and Obi has the right to go to anywhere and seek for votes. So I don't see anything wrong in this and that and that and that. For me, the issue is a bit overflowed, honestly.
Yes, we want to agree with you because if you had listened to us, Abinisho, you will agree with me now that too. Yes, the issue is actually overflowed. You know, they are trying to blow it out of proportion. We agree. But we are looking at some of the things, if actually it happened at all, because the same thing happened in other situations that people spoke. And it's still very correct to speak to on this one, even if we believe or we don't believe. That is what we are doing actually. You understand?
Okay, because there are things I wanted to bring you into retrospect. Listen, there was this man that was inside the flight. Don't swear as what you in. Don't swear as what you in. This one, that one obedient. The other one is obedient. That man actually belongs to APC. That was the same man that was caught in Anambra State with gun.
Which one? The man that was the one where they bring down from a flight.
Inside the flight. Now, yes,
where they say get some health complications.
Yes, now, the same man, you don't get any health complications.
No, that's what they said. You know what we are saying.
Yes,
you don't know.
I am telling you now what I know, and this thing I can send it to you tomorrow. This was the same man. This was
the lawyer even said it. Are you discrediting the lawyer's point now that the guy has issues and they've refused the treatment? Are you saying that the lawyer lied?
I am saying that the same man was caught. He was the same man on that video in Anambra State that said they pointed gun at him. That will know if you know you don't want to go for the APC, get away from this place. The same man. Yeah,
but it's not. But what he was saying was obedient. When I not see me, when I not talk good, he was supporting that the Jagaban should not be, sworn in. Yeah.
But I told you the same man was the person caught on tape. Now APC they do all these propagandas. The APC, no na rig election, so to say. No na say go to court. People go to court. Now you got the protest. Now you win election. Now you got the protest. Look at what my brother, all these things now propaganda. Honestly, I would want us to go over this and discuss another issue.
No. The point is that this is a program that we are handling, and we cannot go over it. We have to discuss it because it's very important.
I said for me. I'm not saying just be the anchorman or the
Jay.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is this: that this issue, all these things are APC propaganda. That's
all right. Okay, you are correct to say that too because it's your own entitlement. Thank you very much, Chief Priest. We miss you today. You're not there live, so
you're not there alive.
My voice.
You're not there live, but you're not there alive. Which one?
I don't come to you. I don't come to you. Honestly, this 2023 elections, with the prayer God, not the thing, not be break or man, I bet you.
Yeah, anyway.
And, no.
That is why we do our best possible to talk about.
Like I said before, Jay, this election don't take us back 50 years.
More than my brother.
So now I start matter. Now we start this discussion today. This election don't take us back.
I know link up. I know
on time.
This election take us back 50 years. So I pray that we will be able to recover. But as it is
if
now,
you have any other comments, please bring it up.
Not be equipment.
We can see new members.
Not be equipment disappoint us. So na man, I disappoint us. So, but yes.
I believe in the beavers.
Beavers stop Nigerians from doing what they know how to do best.
Yeah.
You know, so. Not be this election. They not ring them for polling booth. Polling booths were peaceful. So, but however, like you said for this Mr. Obi issue, like if you listen to us, we don't talk say okay, it's being overflogged. But again, there is. I think people should start behaving like leaders. You know, if you fuck ashawo, agree say you do them. If you blow person, agree say you do them. But if you deny, that one might be the crime. That one might be the dishonesty and deceit and your integrity don't get punched there. So if it is true he did, then let them own up. But it's not a big deal now. Like we don't talk and here say anybody when be Nigerian get right to vote, be voted for, campaign for any person when want campaign for.
Yeah,
but however,
I think this conversation, Chief Priest, make you go because you not come studio that you want the you are contributing contributor now.
Okay, now what can I live with?
Your thought don't blend the child. Okay, no wahala. We'll soon come out. Yeah, take care. Thank you, Chief Priest. Yeah. So Peter B is not a saint, but the obedience wants to make him a saint. For a typical politician in the political sense, there is nothing wrong with that conversation, especially when the conversation was between him and Oyedepo. There is no point denying the conversation, but rather pointing out the area it was doctored or remaining silent about, especially now that the election are over. The leak audio is another distraction. When you have a cocoa bright doctor.
Make it remove that first sentence. Peter Obi is not a saint, but obedience want to make him a saint. You can't make people a saint.
Yeah, not by their own, with their antecedents, what they don't do their contribution. Anyway, senior say, this conversation, it be like say, we will need to, because our engineer today said, don't they give us signal now? Which signal? They give us signal.
Now, night they do fasting. You want to go chop?
No, you don't finish. But actually, my people, this conversation actually, we get time for mine, say we will talk on this evening, talk and far. But for the fact that we don't actually get time, no voices manipulated that DJ Okole Magdalena, that's Mama Daisy. So the point is that we did this evening to talk about this very issue because it in a topical issue and they burn out. They think they hot, they do koto. And as we said before, no big deal for this matter. Nothing actually did. If it actually happened, the only small thing where it did now because of the atmosphere, the political atmosphere for the country, Anything you talk, they go one counter around. Chief priest and propaganda. The other people say no. Say they expose Peter Obi to the kind of person where he be, that he gets some hidden agenda and etc. But however, our own opinions where we get is centered on the fact on waiting with the hear and waiting with the see. Am I correct? So therefore, our this evening conversation now to actually still add value or to inject our own input into this whole thing, so that it will remain for there for people to see later. Because the matter not be say go end today. To be quiet about it, I'm not very sure. People will still talk about it even tomorrow morning and going forward too. The thing don't remain there and it's going to remain there. But the truth is there. Maybe one day we'll get to it. Seriously.
Yeah. If I'm still waiting anxiously for Mr. Obi to come out and to talk about this thing.
Yeah.
If not true or not be true.
Admittance of guilt, though, in this kind of situation, it's not punishable.
Normally, I will always like to make example with people in the West. Somehow they will have a way of drawing you out to come and defend that the statements.
Said,
the statements. If not true, say it talk that religious war. No matter how Mr. Okoli want to make us know that even they said such a thing in the north, blah, 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 but that doesn't make it right.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't make it right. We know if they use bad thing, they compare bad thing, or any kind of thing where don't happen before. You say that person don't fair do and then don't make the country even be better. We must start from somewhere to say we need to put a stop. If somebody don't fair talk on before, you know, come and say another person need to talk and let it die there and make it not raise its ugly head again.
And one of the cardinal principles of Mr. Obi, when he win the heart of people, it's like it's not like them.
Yeah, exactly. So it shouldn't be like them.
It shouldn't be like them. You shouldn't talk like them. So,
yes, exactly.
So if he talk that kind of thing, well, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Then another area when I look at critically now, when they promise bishop that if una do this thing for me, una go enjoy.
Una go enjoy me,
although that not be so you take talk about, but like the well I translate that to me.
Understand,
and I be that, which means of course he was still trying to offer bribe ahead of time, ahead of his time.
Yeah.
So, but all these things are political gimmicks, but it's not. It's not for people.
Yes, I remember he said, "Thank you, Daddy. When I hear this, your calls and prayers, Daddy, is very dear to me. Like I keep saying, if this works, you people will never regret the support." Who in they talk to now? The entire Nigerians they talk to, or some few selected people?
Some few selected people like.
And but another thing, senior say, the Pepsi will leak this thing. Where you from? See, not being you don't just be the bad head way inside. The person where leak and where they don't send a message.
Bros, the knife where they take cut your umbilical cord the day where your baba born you. Yeah. If you want, make somebody go bring them out, come enter politics.
Okay, but actually, if you look at it under the face of the law, the person is liable to prosecution because
even as much
on the fundamental human rights of
even
the two persons, get right at all, unless if these two people are under investigation and now only government will fit do, and by the time
court will give permission
for it to be done. So if that person go do unilaterally to discredit these two persons, these two gentle Nigerians, then that person too should be shamed, publicly too, making say what he do is at variance with the law and he will be punished in accordance with the law too.
Nigerians know they look at matters both ways. So now one way now they look at matters. No, now waiting will be talk. Now it go rain. But waiting the person when you bring that video, go through to bring that video out. Yeah. Nobody they talk about that one. That one I crime on its own.
Anybody where orchestrate them actually they committed a very serious
crime. But we know feel Nigeria will want to go define.
Yeah, but I'm very sure if Mr. Obi wants to be fair to the obedience and to Nigerians, he's supposed to take another bold step, because I'm aware, say, somebody where we say that kind of thing happen, they sweep under the carpet. I want him to use this as a litmus test too, and to serve as a deterrent to people when they do this kind of thing. Say, yes, if you want to attack me, you must attack me, genuinely, not that you attack me in a way, to discredit me through propaganda and, outright disregard to your own personal life. I think Mr. Peter Obi should take another step in making sure that they unearth where this thing from they come, so that we can shame the person if possible.
Mr. Obi have a lot on his plate right now. So.
Yeah, but this one is something too that's very important, because if this thing don't go like that, they are trying to discredit his personality. They are trying to reduce him, to ascribe the thing where not be to him.
But don't forget that.
Yeah.
Don't forget another very important or very vital point here.
Yeah.
Mr. Obi's ability to really run things is limited.
Okay, if you say so, but I do not
It's
know.
limited. I am saying so because all this is when you talk so. Mr. Obi, unfortunately, this time around, he was in between the devil and the blue deep sea. The center of the two jagabans when they're not being met. Even if you won't go ahead, say
But that one is another thing. Must somebody be somebody's mate to be able to?
But in Nigeria politics, yes.
Yes, they don't, that's what we need to remove. That
In
is
Nigeria
why
politics,
the
yes.
best of obedience is something where they like to, because if somebody come out and they know saying that this person is the right person, they should allow a child of a nobody to become somebody.
In Nigeria politics of today, that one go dey very, very difficult, except it happened by chance, as some senator, once some senators, some House of Rep, they come out for Benin, or for some North, when people when they ride motorcycle come be House of Rep member. That kind of circumstances, yes. But to say when you plan it, they're hard.
Okay, let us end this. Let us end this evening with this comment. The term sent, as I used earlier, is the tendency to be without flaws. People want to make Peter Obi look as if he does not have flaws. Yes. Same way, Tinubu supporters don't want you to ask any question about the drug allegation. We should allow these politicians defend themselves and not we speaking for them. It still boils down to self-centeredness. On your who call bright doctor. Anyway, thank you very much. You just made your own point clear too. And senior say, I want to thank you very much. And when you take as you just come back from Nigeria.
You don't finish now.
Yes,
I say we will talk on and on.
You come back from Nigeria, you know, even you say yes, you must come to Jplive, maybe you can do what you're supposed to do. And Chief Priest and we miss Uncle Teddy. Maybe, you know, and our people today, we actually had a robust conversation, and we can see that our followership this evening, you know, they're very huge. You know, no matter how it is, we appreciate the number, and we want to thank you very much for taking on our time. We cannot forget, say, outside Jplive too, we dey do some petty conversations before Wednesday. Make una see the follow us when I see us for line. Make your comments where we fit inform us on how we go fit prepare ourselves for our Wednesday gist. Make una not forget, say, we are reaching you people from Megapoint Studio for the city of Turin in Italy. And the Jplive crew, we wish all of them waiting.
Good health, prosperity, God blessings, and bye.
Are you looking for a professional sound equipment? Do you desire durable accessories? Are you looking for a professional audio and visual studio? Then worry no more. At Megapoint, we have in stock professional and durable speakers, piano, microphones, combos, electric and bass guitars, mixer, drums, percussions and accessories. We also offer the best in musical video production, event coverage, photography and many more. Locate us now at Megapoint Conglomerate, Via Stradella, 229 and 2318 Torino, Italy. Call us on +390 1120 3422. Email us on megapointtv@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.megapointtv.com.